Today, we are going to be ranking every single Dokkan battle item. You know, we got classics like Dende, Senzubin, but then we got random ones like this random Ghost Gi or whatever. What is that? The Demon of Goku. But we're going to see what all of them do and rank them based on how good they are. So right off the bat, we have Senzubin. Recover all HP and remove all ally status effects. So this is obviously a classic. I would say straight away, it's got to go in... Am I biased here? Maybe A. I don't know. It's pretty good. Obviously, it recovers all HP, and then also it you can take away locked rotations with it, which is actually pretty good nowadays because I feel like literally every boss locks rotations. Like, damn, what did I do to get locked up like this? Are my units freaking felons? What's going on? But yes, the Senzubin is a classic, so I want to put on an A, but I'm thinking maybe B. We'll leave it at A for now because Senzubins, they're just classic and freaking look at that, dude. It looks like delicious, man. Give me every now. Give me... I can't grab it from the screen. God. But that'll be A. Next, we got Dende, which Dende actually does the same thing. Recover all HP and removes ally status effects. Literally the same thing as Senzubin. So I think it's only fair that I put him next to the Senzubin in A, because they're literally the same thing. So boom, Dende A. Next we got Android freaking Minecraft Steve looking dude with his freaking square head. Android 8, recovers 70% HP and all allies defense 50 for 2 turns. So this item's pretty good, still sometimes used today. I usually have it on my teams. I would probably put him in, I'm gonna stick him in A tier again. But I feel like he is much better than these two. So maybe these will move down in B, we'll see though. But Android 8, the defense is very nice for 2 turns. Nowadays, with the crazy bosses hitting for like 10 freaking billion, it's like it may have not aged the best, but it's still like the 70% HP is usually good enough to get back to full, and then having 2 turns of this defense usually means you can tank pretty well. I would say it's definitely better than the Dende and Senzubin. You know what? Yeah, I think it's pretty clear. Let's put Senzubin and Dende in B tier. I think that's only fair for Android 8 because I would feel kind of bad putting Android 8 next to them. I do not think they're in the same tier. So yeah, Android 8 A tier. There we go. That's good. Next we got Bulma freaking Technician. Bulma Future. Recover 70% HP and all allies attack 25% for 2 turns. This one, nah. This one aged pretty bad. I remember this used to be used like a while ago, like maybe like 2018 or something, 2017, because the HP was good and the attack up was also pretty good. But nowadays, like if you're gonna use an item, it's gotta be for defense. So I think I'm gonna put Bulma at the same tier. I think B is fair. I think B is pretty good. Nowadays, if you use this, it's only gonna be for the attack up. You're never gonna use it on like a red zone, like take on red zone Broly with it. Never gonna work, dude. So yeah, Bulma Future goes in B. I think pretty fair. I think that's pretty fair. Next, we got Ginyu freaking Frog. Frog changes the int key spheres and tech key spheres and recovers 70% HP. Note: effect does not stack when used more than once. You have been warned. Viewer discretion is advised. Okay, so this item no one uses. This is like the item that like people have used once for like one random mission like 5 years ago. But after that, like, nah, you're never gonna use this. Changing the key series is nice, and like the recover HP is also nice, but like there's just a million better options, I feel like. Why would you? I don't know. Like, not only is it niche, but it's also only into tech. You're only gonna use it for tech units, so it's like so niche. Yeah, just not the greatest. Not the greatest. I think it's fair to put on C. I think everything above it is pretty much better, just all around. The only time I would see this being used is like if you're using a full tech team or something. But like, why would you use a mono tech team in freaking 2024, dude? Also, effect does not stack and use more than once. Oh, thank you. Oh, wow. If it stacked more than once, I would have used it. Damn it. Oh, that's the deal breaker. Also, how would this even stack? You cannot stack this. What? Yeah, with that being said, I think C is pretty fair. Next, we got Princess Snake. Woo! What a nice item here. Princess Snake recovers 55% HP. Damage received reduced by 30% for 1 turn. Okay. This is a very nice item. Right away, honestly, I might say S tier. I think S tier. Princess Snake is always in my item slot. 55% HP isn't always like gonna get you to full, but usually it's good enough, and the damage reduction is just good. Like, it's comfortable. If you have a good team, usually this damage reduction is comfortable to tank. Yeah, Princess Snake is definitely a staple on like, at least on my teams. I would have to say Princess Snake is S, the first S. Next, we got freaking Little Kid Dende. Oh, wait, what? Wait. No, that's Cargo. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm a terrible person. I'm sorry. Dende. I'm sorry, Cargo. On my behalf, I'm very sorry. That was an actual mistake. We got freaking Cargo. Recover 25% HP. Okay. You know what, Cargo? I'm not gonna apologize anymore because that's pretty freaking bad. Yeah, Cargo, I think our first D tier. This is one of those items you will just like never, like absolutely just like no. Like we already have 10,000 Senzu beans. There's no point of using Cargo. Like I guarantee you, every human on this planet that downloads Dokkan Battle has 100 times more Senzu beans and Dendes than Cargos. So what's the freaking point of using Cargo? Frieza should have killed you off when he was on Planet Namek, man. We don't need you. Freaking, I'll go to Planet Namek and finish you off. All right, yeah. So Cargo D tier. Next we got what? Sausage? Is that Broly's freaking Pauzosaurus tail? Oh yeah. It's just the dinosaur tail. I knew that. Recovers 2% HP per key sphere obtained, and all allies attack 30% for 2 turns. Okay, where do I even begin here? 2% HP per key sphere obtained. How much HP would that even recover? I feel like not much at all. Like, even if every unit gets 4 key spheres in a turn, that's friggin' 24% HP, which like that's like nothing, bro. You might as well get Cargo up in here. And then all allies attack 30 for 2 turns. Pretty good. We're gonna see a slight damage increase, but like, oh wait, is the HP recovery also for 2 turns? If so, that slightly increases the item. Actually, that's very interesting. You know what? If I'm gonna give this item the benefit of the doubt, if the attack increase and the HP recovery is for 2 turns, I'm gonna say that's at least C tier, not D tier, C tier. It's still not the best because you know, we got a tank up in here. We can't be using attack up items and stuff and Cargo level HP items, but for 2 turns, I'll say it's a C tier at least. Okay, I'm not gonna slander Broly Sausage, you know, all that much. Okay, next we got the whole gang of energy drinks. Classic Dokkan item you will use in the tutorial and never use ever again in your entire life. So the blue one is recovered 2,500 HP. The green one is 6,000 HP. Red one, 10,000 HP, and the orange one, the freaking beer, 15,000 HP. Unfortunately, I think they all gotta go in D tier, just every single one. Even Cargo is better. Cargo is like a million times better than this. You know what? Nah, I'm adding a new tier. Yep, okay, so we got a new tier, F tier. We gotta put, I think these gotta go down here because even Cargo, like 25% HP would still heal probably 150, 200k HP. This one, the freaking best one, does 15k. That is just extremely outdated item. Like we're gonna need to easy A. Like we need an easy A in items. Bro, imagine easy A items. Like, that's actually kind of sick. But yeah, super outdated drink. What is it? Dirt flavor, mold flavor. What are these drinks, man? But yeah, I think it's fair. F tier for all the energy drinks. Next, we got the weed plan. What is this? What, does this calm down the enemy? Korin's Herb Blend. Removes all status effects. Okay. So it's like the Dende and Senzu Bean, but no HP recovery. I guess D tier. I don't know. Because there's obviously no point in using it when you have as a Senzu Bean and Dende. I don't think it's as bad as the energy drinks though. So yeah, I think this Korin Herb Weed Blend, it has to go in probably D tier, I would say, to be fair. Just to be fair in all parties here. I feel like I have used it like once before. I forgot where, but I feel like I used it before. So it can't be like the worst in the world. This is basically the broke version of a Senzu Bean. But yeah, that'll be the blend D tier. Whoa, okay. Now we got the ghost gi. What is that? A worn out, who wears that gi? Ancestor's uniform. Looks like it's JP only. Ki plus 12 for all allies for 3 turns. Wait, damn, okay, that's not bad. Wait, I mean, obviously it's not the best because there's no defense, but for 3 turns for all that ki, like, I feel like if you're trying to have fun and it's like a very easy event, this could be a pretty fun, you know, you can get 24 ki for like all the LRs and stuff. It looks like it's JP only, so I've never actually used it, but it could be fun. Where should I put it? Should it go in C or B? I guess I'll put it in C. If we're ranking this by usability, I think the HP and stuff is always gonna be better, but that is actually not bad. I was expecting like freaking like, oh, all enemies attack a -2% for 1 turn. This is gonna be usable, but no, this is actually pretty good. This is actually like pretty cool. I think C tier is pretty good. It's pretty fun, and like it could be pretty good, you know. Next we got Turles' balls. I mean the fruit of Tree of Might. Ki plus 3 for all allies for 3 turns. Oh wow, okay, so this is just an even worse version of the Ancestor uniform. Much worse, as a matter of fact. Instead of 12 ki, this is 3 ki. So I would say obviously D tier. It's a lot worse than the gi. I remember actually using this Tree of Might a long time ago. Like I used it, I don't know why. Sometimes you gotta take steroids, man. Sometimes steroids is the answer. Next we got, looks like the Saiyan armor, very badly beaten up. Who the hell did he fight? Ragged Battlesuit. Ki plus 3 and reduces damage received by 10% for all allies for 1 turn. Oof. 10% reduction is Honestly, like nothing nowadays. And for one turn, I'm not very confident about this. Do I dare say this is an F tier? Honestly, it might actually be an F tier because the damage reduction, like 10% is really nothing, to be honest. And then the key 3 for one turn, it's like, that is kind of rough. I don't know, man. Do I put on F or D? What do I do, guys? Help! Someone help! 911, I need help! Oh wait, I probably shouldn't scream that. That's a bad idea. I guess I'm gonna have to say F tier, only because I feel wrong putting it in the same tier as a Turles Fruit, because a Turles Fruit is for 3 turns, which is much better than 1 turn. I feel bad putting it in the same tier. So let's put an F tier. Next, we got, I think, Oolong, the freaking pig, global only item. Key +3 for all allies for 1 turn. Oh no, Oolong. If we're putting Saiyan armor in F tier, you gotta go in F tier, buddy. Ugh. Even worse. We're getting worse and worse and worse with every item, dude. Yeah, Oolong in F tier. Next, we got the stick. Key +3 for 1 turn. So the same thing as Oolong. So you know what that means? Freaking S tier, baby. Let's go. No, actually, just kidding. I'm stopping the cap right now. F tier for the singular stick. If I remember correctly, this actually is used for like some missions. Like there's some missions that say like, use the stick item 5 times in battle. Why? I don't know, but I think it's a thing. But for usability, yeah, I think F tier is pretty fair. Next, we got longer stick, double stick. Key +3 for all allies for 1 turn. Literally the same thing as singular stick. I don't know what. That is a really weird differentiation. Like, what is even the point of that? They're the same thing. Why is this a double stick? It should be, you know, 2 times the power. But no, it's the same thing. So I guess another F tier. Weird item, but okay. Next, we got the Saiyan Scouter. Old model Scouter, red. Key +2, and force the enemies at super attacks for 3 turns. Ooh, okay. For 3 turns, that's not bad. Seeing the enemy super attacks is actually really good because you can actually plan out where you want to put your units so you know which units can tank better and whatnot. It's actually pretty good, to be honest. Honestly, where should I put it? Because this is actually like pretty good. Would I dare say this is a B tier? Because I feel like some people underestimate foreseeing enemy super attacks is like insane. Like you can plan the rotation just so well and like just tank everything. You don't even need an item. If this is the old model, what the frick is the new model like? Ah, dude, I guess I'll put him in C tier. Although this item is actually really good. Like I feel bad at putting it in C tier. It's just sometimes it can be rough not recovering HP or defending in any way. I guess C tier. Next, we got Shu, aka the freaking dog humanoid thing. Key +3 for attacking character. What? Wait, what does that even mean? For attacking characters, does that mean only one character gets key +3, or is that like all allies but after they super? What? That makes no sense. I'm assuming this means for the ally in slot 1. Damn, that's pretty bad. Assuming that's what it means, that's easy F tier. That is super outdated. I've never used this ever before. Freaking get that rainbow background out of here, dude. That is pretty bad. Wow. Next, we got the military general dog here. King. Key +3 for all allies for 3 turns. Okay, that's pretty bad. 3 turns is like, yeah, let's go. But then key +1 for all, it's like, no, that's key +1 is like nothing. Honestly, has to go an F tier. Freaking president, what are you doing? President dog, you are doing nothing for my team. What is this presidency? What did you do in your term? You did nothing on your term. This is why prices went up, man. We need to defund the presidency. Someone impeach him. This is not good. Yep, President Dog in F tier. Next, it seems like we got Shu, the dog again, but younger or something. Let's see. Shu. Key +1 for attacking character. That's even worse. Okay, what? That's just so bad. What? Like, honestly, the drinks might be better than Shu. What is going on? If you've used these items, please let me know, because this is like seriously just incredible. He needs to be banned from Dokkan Battle. Yeah, F tier for him for sure. Next, we got Hercule, looking very devious here. I don't know what he's planning. Hercule, key +1 for attacking character. I am the greatest champion in the world. All those other items are just tricks. They're all tricks. I am the real best item in the game. Wow, that is also very bad. Just like Shu, same thing. Just key +1. Dude, I'm a Hercule believer though, so like I think Hercule, he says he's the best, so I think we gotta put an S tier because he always says he's the best. So I think he is the best. So yeah, I think he should go in S tier. Princess Snake should go in A tier. I think this is fair. No, stop the cap. Nope, you go in F tier. Frick, nope, I don't even care, man. F tier for Hercule. You are getting your full sentence here, Hercule. Next, we got Launch. Launch normal. Randomly increases key of attacking characters. Okay, very interesting. So this one says attacking characters. So does this mean the whole rotation and then randomly increase key? So is that like 1 to 3? Is that 1 to 5? 1 to 9? 1 to max? I'm not sure. But either way, whatever it is, honestly, still F tier. We are just getting a plethora of F tiers. Just all of these freaking 2014 items, literally beta pre-release items. They just can't keep up with red zones, man. Back then, a boss would do 1k damage, and we'd be like, no, 1k damage, no, I need a hospital. Dende. But now it's like we tank 200k, and that's like, oh, that's good. 200k, that's awesome. So yeah, launch F tier. You are just not there yet. Now we got all of the announcer things. The announcers for every type, each one does attack 30% for 1 turn for their respective type. Okay, so this item, it's the go-to item when you want to nuke a character and you just want to bring attack up items. So where would I put it? In D tier? I think D tier is fair because sure, they may be a go-to item, but they're just like, I can't put them in the same tier as like the Gi and the Scouter and stuff. I think D tier is pretty fair for all of them. Boom, AGL, tech, intelligence, strength, and physical. All of them go in D tier. I think it's pretty fair. Obviously, I use them. I think we've all used them at some point, and I will continue to use them. But for every item, I think it's fair D tier. Next, we got Bulma and freaking Dragon Ball Super. Bulma. All allies attack increased by 25% for 5 turns. Okay, Bulma, I see you. That's pretty good. Bulma is also a go-to when you're trying to bring attack up items. I always see myself bringing Bulmas all the time when I'm trying to nuke or something. I guess I'll put it in C tier. Obviously, it's better than announcers. This isn't type exclusive. This is for all allies, so that's pretty good. So I think I put it in C tier. I think that's pretty good for now. Next, we got Bulma. Bulma. Attack and defense 20% for 3 turns. So pretty similar to the other Bulma, but this time we got defense and it's for only 3 turns, which is pretty good. I'll put it for now in the same tier, C tier. They're both pretty similar. You know, you win some, you lose some. Overall, they're pretty good, you know. I've obviously used this Bulma a bunch of times before, you know. I'm pretty decent, so that's C tier for Bulma. Okay, so now we got Chilai here, a fan favorite. Chilai randomly changes key spheres to AGL key spheres. Attack 5% per AGL key sphere obtained for 1 turn. Effect does not stack more than once. All right, what a goat item we got here. Super good item. This is obviously the number 1 item for nuking. This is the number 1 absolute nuking item. Obviously for the respective type, you know, we have the Takoyaki for tech, the Monica for int, the Lemo for STR, and the Dabura cookie. Oh, that looks so delicious. I want one now. For physical. All these items are very good. Super good items for like when you want to do high damage. I would say they all gotta go in B. I think B is pretty fair. They are very good. Because not only do you get the absolutely insane attack, but with all these same type key spheres, you're probably gonna heal up to full anyways, or like at least close to full. So that is very good. I would say all of these go in at least B. For their niche, they are just top tier, absolute top tier. Next, we got the freaking Oolong Bull transformation. All allies attack 20% and chance of perform a crit 1% per key sphere obtained for 1 turn. Does not stack. Okay, so I don't think the attack 20 is with the key sphere obtained because that would be really good. But assuming it's just allies attack 20% and then the chance of crit 1% per key sphere obtained, that's not the best. Even if you got 10 freaking key spheres, which is like insane, that's still a 10% chance to crit, which is like nothing. I would put it in D tier. All due respect to the bull. I love bulls, you know, they're awesome animals. They also taste very good. But I think D tier is the only fair. Next, we got this menacing vampire dude. I don't know what his problem is. Lord Jaguar. All allies, key 2, attack 5,000 for 2 turns. The key 2 is like, okay, there's better in the game. The attack 5,000 is pretty cool, but like, that's pretty minuscule. You're not really gonna see much of a difference with attack 5,000. Honestly, it might be F tier. It might be the best out of all the F tiers, but I feel bad putting him in the same tier as like the tree or fruit of might or whatever and all these guys. I think F tier is pretty fine for this devious little fella. Next, we got this. What is this? Is this some virus? What is going on? This oval football head. His name is Gur. Changes tech key spheres into AGL key spheres and all allies. Attack defense 2,500 for 2 turns. Does not stack, of course. Not the greatest. Never used him. Never will. I don't think anyone will ever in the entire history of Dokkan Battle. Does he go in F tier or D tier? I mean, the 2500 is so small, it might as well be nothing. And then changes tech to AGL is like pretty good, but like I think changing key spheres is good enough to where I put it on D tier. Like I feel like that alone is always going to be somewhat useful and can be used somewhere. So I think that's going to be enough to put it in D tier, but that's all we're giving him. That's all we're giving him. That absolutely. D tier for football oval. Injured 18. All allies attack increased by 2500 for 1 turn. All allies attack increased by 2500 for 1 turn. Yo. Okay. That, oh no, okay, that is bad. Okay, that is definitely F tier. That is literally a nothing item. Like you pop it and nothing happens. Jesus. Next we got Fidel. Fidel, all allies attacking it's 1500 for. It's even worse, dude. That's like even worse. What is happening? Okay, yeah. F tier, we're not even gonna ask questions here. It literally might as well be attack and defense 1 for 1 turn. There's no difference. All right, next we got all the type Videls, which she does defense 30 for 1 turn for all respective types. I don't know. Are they on the same tier as the announcers? I don't think so. Like the defense is of course nice, and defense is always more important than attack, but I feel like in this case, the defense is just like so like, I feel like there's never gonna be a situation where you want to use this. Whereas the announcers, you do want to use them sometimes when you're nuking. But for this, the defense is just so like, there's just no use, I feel like. You know what? We'll put it in D tier. We'll put it in D tier only because I feel bad putting it in F tier. Because F tier is just the most diabolical freaking items you could possibly think of. So yeah, let's put them all in D tier. I think that's fair. Next, we got the bunny rabbit. Mischievous looking dude. He's like some criminal, isn't he? Monster carrots. Changes all key spheres into carrots. Defense 15 per key sphere obtained, including carrots, for 1 turn. Oh, I was gonna say it's pretty good, but obtaining carrots does not raise character's key. That's a deal breaker. Nah, I guess that has to go to F tier. I respect the defense, but if you can't attack, it's like, I don't know, man. That's rough. He is gonna be used for, I think, a couple of Easter missions, but other than the missions, there's no point of using that. Next, we got all of the type key sphere changed item thingies. So we got the Oolong and the Poires. The AGL one changes green to blue. Tech changes purple to green. Int changes orange to purple. STR changes blue to red. And physical changes red to orange. They've got to go in D tier because, you know, their overall usability, just borderline, like if you change key spheres, you're already on D tier, just out of respect. They're not really used anymore because nowadays we have, you know, the Deborah cookie, the Chila and stuff. But I remember back then, if you wanted to nuke, these items were an absolute go-to, the #1 item to nuke with. But nowadays, there's not really a use for them, but out of respect, I think they still go in D tier for now. Next, we got King Yema. Now, this is an absolute classic. King Yema used to be a very good item. He used to basically be a staple on every item slot. Reduces damage by 50% for 1 turn, was basically... It was basically a nullifying 1 turn because you were going to tank everything. Nowadays, this is not enough. But if we're going to rank him on usability nowadays, I guess B tier. Certainly not A tier and absolutely not S tier. And fun fact, this item actually stacks. So if you use both of these in 1 turn, boom, that's 100% damage reduction, fully nullifying the turn. Next, we got Whis, the goat of all items. Not even gonna... Dude, S tier, automatically the #1 item in my opinion. Damage received reduced by 40% for 2 turns. That is nice. That is freaking sexy. This is the absolute go-to item slot item for anyone. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what team you're running. You always want a Whis. This is a very comfortable and reliable 2-turn tank. Just absolute amazing. This is what I see in my dreams. If you don't have Whis, you have a serious problem in your head. I am proud to say S tier. Next, we got Icarus, which is also the GOAT. This is like the secondary GOAT of all items, probably. Let's put him in S tier right there. Icarus, damage received reduced by 35% for 2 turns. So literally a Whis, but just -5%, which is also just so good, man. He will also allow you to tank for 2 turns, obviously very nicely, very comfortable. You can trust him with your life. So yes, easy S tier for the Icarus. Next, we got Ox King. What does bro do? Reduce damage received by 25% for 1 turn. Okay, so I think we had a similar item earlier. 25%, I think that's low enough to the point where very minuscule. So I would say maybe D tier. Yeah, I think D tier is pretty comfortable here. No point using him when you got Whis and Icarus. Just next, we got the robot, the guide Robo. Delays a single target enemy's attack for 1 turn. Oh, and lowers enemy attack for 6 for 2 turns. Wow, that is actually very good. It's a way better Ghost Usher because this, wow, this is actually really good. If the enemy's attack can be lowered, this is damn near a 2-turn nullification. Damn, I forgot this existed. This is probably the best item for Super Battle Road. Honestly, A tier. No, honestly, A tier. I'm gonna be honest, that's definitely A tier. That is so good. There's even some new events that allow the enemies to lower attack. Yeah, definitely A tier. That is very good. Wow. Next, we got Nurse Chi-Chi Classic. Reduce all enemies' attack and defense by 74% for 1 turn. This used to be a classic item people would use. Nowadays, of course, with all the enemies nullifying attack down, it's not really used as much, but still obviously a very good item. Would I say it's a B tier? I would say B tier only because 1, it's not a complete nullification, and 2, it only works if the enemy can be attack lowered. So yeah, it's gotta be B tier. Sorry, Nurse Chi-Chi. Next, we got freaking Rat Mouse. Reduce all enemies attack by 40% for 2 turns. That is pretty good, but again, it can only work if the enemy's attack is lowered, and 40% isn't the greatest, but it is 2 turns. I am gonna give him B tier only because I did use him before and he was pretty good. Next, we got this freaking weirdo. What is this freaking alien? What are you doing? What is this? Shabo! Reduce all opponents' attack and defense by 30% for 2 turns. Okay, so it's a worse mouse. Honestly, I think that slight decrease is just the amount to drop him from B to C tier. Because at that point, the reduction isn't gonna be doing too much damage. Probably. Yeah, I would say probably C tier. Out of all due respect, C tier. Next, we got my, oh my god, what are you looking at? My, all opponents' attack reduced by 30% for 1 turn. Ooh, so a worse, even worse Shamo. That's gotta be D tier, I think. Next, we got Marin. Opponent's attack reduced by 25% for 3 turns. 3 turns is very good. It is going to be a slight difference in attack, but the 3 turns is very promising. You know what? I'm going to put it in C tier because I have used Marin before in Super Battle Road because 3 turns is just very good. And for something like Super Battle Road, 25% attack reduction is usually enough. It's usually just, it's enough, you know? So C tier it is. Now we got Pink Fluffy Girl. What is this girl's even name? What the? Ranfran. We got reduce all opponent's attack by 25%. Is that forever? Wait, nah. No way that's forever, right? I'm gonna go on a whim and say this is a very old item. I think the wording of this item is just inaccurate. I think this means for 1 turn. If it was forever, that would be actually like pretty insane, but yeah, definitely D tier. Next, we got Elder Moro. Oh wait, Mori. I thought it was Moro. We got Elder Mori. Reduce all opponents' defense by 25%. Not good at all. That is like a nothing item. F tier. Ghost Usher. Classic item here. I'm gonna say A tier because complete nullification is very good. I still use him in my teams and in my 4 item slots. I still use him to this day, so he is A tier, I would say. He's very good. Next we have Baba. Baba. Reduce opponent super attacks to normal for 1 turn. Okay, so for only 1 turn, not the greatest. I have used Baba multiple times a long time ago, but nowadays it's probably not enough at all. I would say probably C tier because it is pretty good, you know, but sometimes normal attacks just do way too much damage on these newer events. Next, we got Pilaf. Reduce opponent super attacks to normal for 1 turn. Okay, literally the same thing. So I guess, yeah, just C tier again. Just the same thing as Pilaf. Nothing much to say. Next, we got the Green Scouter. Old model Scouter Green. 4C enemy super attacks for 2 turns from start of next turn. Wait. From start of next turn. Okay, very interesting. So it's like the same thing as the Red Scouter, I think, but just worse. I'll put him in, should I go D tier? Because I think the Red Scouter is much better. We can put it in D tier out of respect for the red model because the red model was pretty good, you know? Next, we got the Ocarina, or the Flute, or whatever this is. Tapion's Flute greatly lowers Hirudegarn's energy gauge in the Dokkan event. Vintamagin of Smoke and Flame. So obviously this item can only be used, it's only useful in his Dokkan event. So to be fair, okay, if we're gonna be fair, let's just put it in D tier because he does make his event much easier, but obviously outside of his event, he is not usable at all. So next we got King Kai. King Kai. Lower Super Saiyan Goku's Fury Gauge in the Dokkan event. Warrior Fury Super Saiyan. Another Dokkan event exclusive item. So let's just put him in D tier again. He is very good in the Dokkan event, but anywhere else, not gonna use him. Next, we got fully healed, recovered, good condition Saiyan armor. Battle suit. Ki +4, reduce damage received by allies by 20% for 3 turns. Obviously, the 20% damage reduction isn't gonna be much. It's not gonna be too noticeable, but for 3 turns, I think we can give him D tier. You know, 4 ki is pretty nice. Reduction is pretty nice. We can give him D tier. Pretty fair. What is this? Freaking ice cream? What is this? Booze? Energy? Oh god, what is that? Stinky pink. Jesus. Ki +3, tech 15,000 for 1 turn. Not very good. I'm gonna have to put it in F tier. Now we got Bulma Bunny. Bulma Bunny. Whoa, max out allies ki for 1 turn. Wait, what? That's actually, wait, that's pretty good. Wait. Damn, Bulma Bunny. That's actually like really, wait. So if we have a team with LRs, that could be pretty fun. It is only for 1 turn, but like that is a good item. It's fun and a good item, but I guess we'll put it in D tier because it is only for 1 turn. So, you know, and then this freaking brain, whatever this is, Bloomers does the same thing. Max out Key's allies. So also D tier. And then the future Bulma is already in the list we put earlier. So I guess that is the full list. Finally, we've completed the Dokkan Battle support item tier list. Okay, this list looks pretty good because a lot of D and F tier items, but that makes sense because a lot of items got power crept and outdated. Yeah, everything looks fine. Everything looks good. There were some items that surprised me, like Robo item is very good. Ghost Key outfit is also pretty good, like E +12 for like multiple turns. If you guys have different opinions, let me know. I am open to any opinions. I will change my mind if I have to on this sacred list. We gotta put this on a museum. Yep, I can see it already. I'm gonna put this on a frame up against my wall. But yep, that'll be a list. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna go dumpster dive in the Dokkan Battle HQ's dumpster.